But whether you are a husband, single dad, or a couple facing new challenges, life is not easy. Did you know that having a successful and uncomplicated relationship is not a matter of luck? It requires the ability to be open, honest, and vulnerable. But where do you learn how to do that? It's time you tune into You've Got Mail, Messages from Him, a unique radio show geared toward the Black male perspective of family, relationships, and community. I'm your host, Tashawn, a certified relationship coach who brings a relaxed and unbiased perspective to issues such as communication, trust, breakups, divorce, and more. I know how to listen and understand. So tune in every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to You've Got Mail, Messages from Him, and prepare to be educated, entertained, and enlightened.
Saturday mornings I'm tuned in, listening to Tishawn, she be going in. Black queen for us black kings. We can learn a thing or two when we're locked in. One of the few places we can be heard. Man, I rocks with her, that's my word. The show is enlightening, engagement always enticing. I always come with an open mind, I'm never frightened. Guaranteed to walk away with minerals. Now that I'm thinking everything else is minuscule. We're the fools who don't protect black women. No argument, disrespect, and that's it, y'all. Please come in peace when you call in, cause the friends ain't no slouch, fair warning. You got mail messages from him. Y'all better listen if you want to win. In life, y'all. You want to win in life. Tune in to Tashawn and Friends. You got mail messages from him. Yeah. You've got mail messages from him. 10 a.m. to noon Saturdays. Tune in. Yeah. You got mail. Messages from him.
Oh man.
Let's go!
Yeah! Yeah! Let's get it!
You got mail messages from him with Tashawn and Friends. I am your girl, Tashawn. I got my friends in the building. We got a friend back in the building today.
Beautiful.
We got a friend back in the building. We got Ghost.
Oh, definitely.
Got Ghost in the building. We got the Green Machine. We got DJ Johnny Prince in the building.
Bro, in the building. Yeah.
We got Tank on the way. We got Farmer Wayne out there doing some business, some farming.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are here.
Yes, oh yeah.
It is Saturday.
Gang is all in here.
How y'all doing, beautiful black men?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Y'all doing good?
Well. Yeah.
See you, girl.
It's good to see you, DJ Johnny Prince.
It's good to be seen.
First and foremost, our prayers and sincere prayers to you and your family.
Thank you.
She was an intricate part of this show with her wisdom. So I definitely am thankful that we were able to connect and take on her wisdom. So I thank you for sharing her with You've Got Mail and so forth. So our prayers with you all, and our viewers sent their prayers and love to you. So
definitely.
So we will. Glad to have you.
Yeah.
Glad to have you here today. But you're not behind the studio, the DJ booth. So it's kind of like
relaxing and relaxing.
Right.
Yeah. But you know what? I appreciate your fortitude, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
For real. For still being able to come out, smile.
Right.
Yeah.
Just keeping yourself in the mix, because I know where you are.
She wouldn't want nothing else.
Exactly.
Right.
I salute that.
The Saturday before I saw her, my sister kind of broke down in her face, in hospital bed. She was like, "Why are you crying?" No crying.
Yeah.
So no crying.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna grieve.
Yeah. You're gonna do that.
So, but I understand. It's reality. Life goes on.
Yeah.
I can't stop. I can't break.
Yeah.
So I gotta keep this going.
Yeah.
And
it's a learning experience. Learning thing, and when they know, mothers know, they want to make sure that you're at fine and peace, and that gives you a little peace, So
you know what? Now that I think back about that, that's exactly what my mom did for you. She instilled that peace when y'all had that moment at the Buy Black event last Saturday. She instilled that peace and let you know what it is, because strength is an integral part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gotta be strong through this, man.
Yeah.
But we are here for you.
You know we here for you.
Anytime. Sonya says, send your prayers and love. Good morning, Glenn.
Thank you, Sonya.
Yeah.
Good morning, Monique. She said, good morning, family.
Yeah. Good
Sonya.
morning.
Y'all still celebrating Capricorn season. Oh,
Capricorn
no, it's
season.
over.
Watch your mouth.
It's
Capricorn
over.
season. Watch your mouth.
Capricorn season.
You already know. I'm always
Seems like
on
y'all
standby.
season was short. Did y'all get
No,
short?
it wasn't short. It was rather long.
Oh, okay.
It started last year.
All right, but guess what?
If you want to be technical about it.
I give them that one. I give y'all that one. That was a good one. Okay, I give
but
y'all
the
that
most
one.
important thing that it's over now. So next.
Yes. What's next?
So what you trying to tell me?
So you said stay your lane. So you said I'm falling back.
Don't lane switch.
I'm falling back.
Stay your lane.
What is next? I don't know.
Aquarius. That right. We don't even know.
Oh, I don't even know.
Who are those people?
I don't even know, y'all. I'm sorry. Any Aquarius on the line?
I'm sorry, Aquarius.
I don't know. Sharia.
I relate them to Aquaman.
What's up, girl? I can't wait to have you. I got my lashes on, girl.
Look,
I got my lashes. Yeah. She is now my niece's mentor, business mentor. This girl is doing it. Okay. I am Sharia. That girl is doing so. She is now my niece's business mentor. Oh, okay. So yeah, she's doing the thing, honey. Sonya said them crying Aquarius.
I know, right?
Speaking of Sonya, shouts to the raffle winners from last Saturday.
Yeah, shouts out.
Yes.
Biko Payne and Sonya.
Yeah,
Sonya.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I'm sorry that the mail is slow going to Columbus, even though it's down the street.
Let me
But I sent that thing Monday,
yeah,
so
it's on the way.
That mail, I was just sharing with Green Machine that I have I did a 1 day. What's the priority?
Yeah.
1 day spent $27.
Yeah,
it is now 3 weeks later, and the mail still has not gotten
reimbursement.
They're gonna, I'm gonna have
to get your bread.
Yeah, reimbursement. That's the purpose of me sending for 1 day priority.
That's
and 3 weeks later, the person still hadn't gotten. I'm just like,
you might as well just send the rest.
You know, you need the money back.
So,
need the loot.
Yeah, I am. Yes, the event you all last week.
Yes,
y'all did that.
Yeah, and there's another one coming up.
And there's another one coming up February 6th.
Before Valentine's Day.
Yep, RSVP will be after this show this afternoon. So
wow, let's give it
12 noon.
Like that was cool. Like
we put it. Yeah, we put that thing on, but I'll tell you this: what I'm really proud of is that my brothers got to say a piece. We all got to say something together. Yeah, as part of the inaugural Buy Black Marketplace events.
Yeah,
and it needed to happen. All of my brothers in there. I couldn't be more proud of that moment.
Small segue. If you calling people from FaceTime Messenger or Instagram Messenger, that is pedophilia. I don't even know you, and you calling me from Instagram Messenger. While I'm on the show,
you're trying to holler, man.
It's like pulling up to somebody's house and not even being announced. I just came to see you.
Y'all
somebody
Good morning, dope girl.
Somebody,
Good morning, Tressa. They playing early this morning.
Don't be playing on the phone.
Don't be playing on the phone. I get a phone call talking about some user.
But wait a minute, you know Facebook had a glitch yesterday, so it logged everybody out, right?
No, this was a call. I didn't even know Instagram could call. That was Instagram.
Instagram could call because I use Instagram to call.
So Facebook had a glitch?
Yeah,
I didn't know
it logged everybody out, and then I've been getting these strange game requests from folks.
I just get a lot of naked women.
Really?
Yes. I just hit delete.
But yeah, one photo. Now I use the Messenger or IG to call, like if we're trying to do a quick conference or something.
That's understandable.
But they're just calling.
I've never ever got a call from Instagram, and whoever it was just a user.
Oh no!
Like
they've been watching you.
They need to put their glasses on.
They've been watching you.
You know what I mean? They need to put them.
They say he be on the radio. He got his own show.
They say
he got his
be
own
on the radio.
Hey, look. So listen, right? You're dead wrong. That is borderline phone rape.
Y'all making him mad. Y'all stop calling him.
That just made me upset.
You gotta say it like Big Boy.
I felt
so disrespectful.
I felt violated.
Latressa
so
said she enjoyed the event.
Oh yeah,
she even told her mama.
Oh yeah, tell mama to come with you next time.
Yeah,
exactly. Matter of fact, you gotta sign up 12
so
noon. 12 noon.
Because I can handle that
for you. Hey, you know what, Sonya? I'm gonna send you the phone number. It was just a phone number. It said user. I don't even know because I just declined it because I'm on air. How dare you call me in the midst? I'm working.
He's working, you guys.
I'm working. Like I'm on the clock.
He is working. Y'all leave these brothers
alone. I'm
they
working for my employer. And how dare you call me in the midst of her show? And
that's right.
That's so.
They work for me. Y'all leave.
Exactly.
Y'all leave my people alone.
I'm in the midst of my job.
Right now, it's after the show.
Exactly.
After you got mail messages from him.
I take my job serious.
Yes, they do.
I got to cut up Capricorn season.
It's now over.
So, Prince, I've already told you.
Here we go.
Here we go. Too long to come and try to get what's going on now.
T, good morning, girl.
I've established a firm foundation over here. Start.
I gotta give a shout out to my girl Latanja. We've been friends for over 13, 14 years.
Y'all teenagers in friend years.
We met on the original MySpace. What was it?
Oh man,
what was it? MySpace, but no, the one
Black Planet.
Not Black Planet. It was
Backpage. I'm just playing.
Girl, get them. They give it a sign. They give it a sign. They give it a sign, sis. Look at them. I forgot what. Tag. It was Tag. No, it was Tag.
Oh, Tag.
Long time ago.
Tag.
Oh,
I remember Tag.
Not Tag.
Yeah. That is super old. Tag in my.
I'm the generous. Tag. No.
But y'all remember that one, that social media platform when it started coming out? We have been friends since then. Like when I tell you, people always talk about your friendships over social media, but we have literally been through, oh my gosh, so much. So she's a true friend, and I just wanted to shout her out because she has always been there for me through it. Like, I mean, it's just amazing from Tag to now. What we have, Facebook and Instagram and all that.
Twitter.
So shout out to you,
Salute
girl.
to you, Queen. Capricorn season.
Oh Lord. Here we go.
I'm just saying. Hey, I was hired to cut up.
That's
and
right.
that's exactly what I'm.
And that's what they doing.
And that's
they
what I'll do.
Yeah.
Don't you? Oh.
You know
what?
what?
Gonna be
You know what? So you say your big sis will get hood with. Let's go. She needs to consult with me first.
That's what
she would be hood with the Chanel background on her Zoom.
Yep. You know what? You know what I love the most about? I'm surrounded by a bunch of women that'll pep you out about ghosts.
I'm talking about pat.
You can't even get close to me. You can't touch me from a distance. The long hand spoon can't even feed me.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yo,
I'm already
got the long
We
hand
protective
spoon.
up in there.
I'm talking about 750.
750.
They go above the white. The white above
The white above your How much that cost? 750. 750.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you said Johnny a mess. Yes, he a mess.
He coming to disrupt stuff. Don't give him no shout out, son. He coming to disrupt stuff. I already see what he got going on. He got his flannel on. He just look like he's looking so Brooklyn right now.
He got the Simply Lemonade and Simply Cranberry.
He got his jewels on today. He look like he did the brush, the sponge thing with his hair this morning. Like, I'm not trusting him right now.
Trust her. Girl, they cut up in here.
I'm not.
Would you expect anything less?
I'm not very comfortable with where he is right now, so he's gonna disrupt some things. You know, it's okay though. It's okay though.
You've got mail.
And he's sipping Simply Cranberry Cocktail and Simply Lemonade mix.
That is the best
mix.
Juice.
I'm drunk right now.
Yes, mix.
You got on the job.
Yeah,
I'm feeling nice.
He got a mixed juice drink.
I'm feeling nice.
A mixed juice drink. What
drinking on the job?
Yeah. I'm drinking on the job.
Drinking on the job.
I'm about to add some OJ to this thing.
OJ.
For real. I need the chaser. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta add that J with it. Yeah.
Girl, y'all. I listen, y'all. She said, "Oh snap!" So he's showing out. Let me get on the road.
I'm trying to tell you.
they got the juices up here.
Yeah, we got
can
juice,
y'all see
coffee.
that?
Yeah, we got
Y'all see that?
Safe travels on the road,
look.
by the way.
Hey, look.
Y'all better go get y'all can have
Merch.
your merch.
Merch.
Get your drink in the merch.
Oh yeah, get that merch, y'all.
Yeah, get that merch.
Get the merch.
I'm gonna get a cup.
The
Yeah,
merch.
I gotta get a cup too because I'm
But
bootleg.
I mean, y'all.
Because when I'm bootleg, I gotta knock
No,
out
but you
version.
good. Y'all good.
No, because when I be at the gym and
Oh,
people be
this-
looking at my cup because I drink coffee when I'm at the gym.
Do you?
Yeah,
Why you
'cause
drink coffee?
because it's an upper.
Oh,
If you know pre-workout ain't nothing but caffeine pills.
right.
Instead of mushrooms, you take coffee.
Yeah, I just take coffee. I eat the mushrooms after I leave the gym.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yo, he said it's an upper. Yo, what are you? Hold on.
Upper.
I'm thinking of mushrooms.
Hey, look,
You know what I mean?
See, I didn't know you did drugs. I found out something. Hey, look, I drank that coffee at the gym. I be in that thing.
I know. I
You
know
know
you
what?
do. I know you do. I know it.
Monique says, sending
Like, who
peace,
that?
love,
Who that?
and positive vibrations to everyone. Have a powerful day.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
out
so
there,
much.
yeah,
Truly.
love.
Thanks, Mo.
Thanks for the
Appreciate
love,
Love
baby.
it. Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Glenn, where my folks at from on the west side? What's that?
The West Side.
Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado. Glenn.
The
and
West
Glenn.
Side.
Yeah, they be tuned in.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate
We had
y'all.
somebody from Ghana tune in the other morning.
Get out for real.
Yeah.
And he sent a message. Tune in all the way from Ghana.
Wow, that's what y'all better
Yeah.
y'all better get with 102.6
Better get with
situation.
it.
We worldwide.
Yeah.
We've been
Y'all better
worldwide.
do that.
Yeah, it's a situation going on.
This is what we do.
Yes, so you
Capricorn
got to
season.
come up to the station one day.
You
soon,
got to come
sis.
up here so we
on,
can
sis.
act the plum.
If-
Yeah.
Fool.
I was about to say, if you getting on the
We
road,
got-
should have came today. I'd have just gave it to you in person.
Tanji said, I'm drinking OG and spiked it with ginger ale.
Oh, see?
Oh,
whoa.
see, that's a good call.
Whoa.
OJ and spiked it with the ale. You got to
I'm
go.
gonna try that
Going on. I got to try that.
I'm
Soon as
gonna
I
try
get
that.
to
They're
the
going to
house.
call it O-Jail.
Yeah, OJ.
O-Jail.
Mm-hmm.
Good gracious.
Yeah, worldwide, baby.
Worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide. That's
Yeah.
good.
You got mail messages from him with
Yes.
my friends.
The original.
crew,
Yeah, the original
the
squad.
original squad.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yes, y'all
Yeah,
are the
yeah,
OG.
we the OG.
I
Hey,
so
you better
what-
not say that different.
Packed out,
Pep,
man.
you hear at the beginning of the on the song when he said her friends, no slouch.
No, that's
You're
it.
right.
He put it. Now he said that. He
Oh.
put that in the
He
song.
said fair warning and everything in the song. You gotta listen to the lyrics.
Gotta
listen to the lyrics.
Gotta listen.
Friends ain't no slouch.
Created
Fair
by
warning.
DJ Johnny.
got
Yeah,
man.
created by DJ Johnny.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's right. That's right.
Created. He will create for you, and it will
He's
cause.
Yes, thank you.
yeah. He
It
got
does,
big time.
'cause he is a songwriter, music. He
Yes.
is all of that. That's the real. That's his
The
thing.
Thank you.
and he's a
So-
little imbalanced right now because he got a strong cup of simply lemonade and cranberry.
Only
Yeah.
only thing he missing is a red cup.
Yeah, he just.
You got.
I thought he was gonna double cup it.
You know what? Like how they do it right with the leader.
Yeah, they double cup it. Look, check it back. Check it back. Hey, look, then he got a pinky pointed to the opposite
Oh,
direction.
Lord.
Yeah, they cutting it up. They cutting up. They cutting up.
Look.
We leaning
Y'all
off
see that?
juice.
Huh?
We leaning off juice.
Simply.
Simply
Simply
juice.
juice.
Simply juice, man.
Yeah, simply
Simply
juice. man.
juice.
Ain't nothing like that old jail, though.
Yeah, that OJ.
That
OJ. I gotta try the OJ out because ginger ale is one of my favorite.
I love me some ginger ale.
That's something we done made a new drink from her concoction there.
Yeah,
So we done called it old jail.
Yeah,
Now
Old
everybody
Jail.
gonna call it.
because I drink honey jack ginger.
Oh,
ale.
you talking about like from your birthday?
Nah, that's what I drink on a regular basis.
He said, "I drink that
I drink that on a
all
regular
the
basis.
time."
What you had for your birthday?
I had some of everything.
Oh, Lord.
1738, 1942,
Oh, they got
1555,
numbers? What?
1684.
This all
remember,
white?
he's a numbers guy, so it makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, they were all white
Tequila was 1942.
okay. I know that one.
The brown was 1738.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Wait, you drink the brown and the white together?
No, no.
Oh,
You said what did I have on my birthday? So
Oh,
my
so
birthday was several days, so I was drinking.
you was-
Yeah, I had lots of
So
wine. and-
glad Capricorn season's over.
yeah, I had.
Oh, Lord.
I had lots of wine and dine and yeah, people massages and stuffs and
You
things.
telling
and-
on yourself.
no, I
telling.
ain't. No,
You telling.
all of my good people did this for me. I got gifts. cups, and man.
Go ahead, we missing it.
I was Grunkstitution.
He ratified that.
Yeah, I was
the whole week.
I was Grunk. Hey, look, I gave a fair warning.
Y'all see, he did give a fair
I gave
warning.
a fair warning.
He did.
This is the first time I've celebrated my birthday almost the entire month of January.
Well, you know what?
No, but I'm just now recuperating, bro. I'm just now feeling like myself again. But the only thing I did do on a regular basis, I still went to the gym. I might have been drunk in the gym, but I was there.
But you were there.
I was there.
Yeah, that's
and I was still getting it in.
Trust you drank both together back in the day, girl.
See?
I had one.
One what?
Yeah. EJ, E&J. What's that?
Oh, Jerk, the Easy Jesus.
Oh,
the
my
Easy
goodness.
Jesus.
That was the last
Hey,
time.
look,
Yeah,
you either was a Christian brother or you was on that Easy Jesus.
I couldn't do it.
That cheap alcohol next morning your head be.
I had the was that MD
2020?
Yeah, I had
So we used
that.
to mix the MD 2020 with Seagram's gin, and we used to be like fighting mad.
The Seagram's in the little bottle, that was like the little spritzer, the easy drinks, right?
No, the Seagram was gin. That was the hard stuff.
Well, what was the coolers? I'm
Yeah.
saying the coolers. So
Yeah.
I had the little coolers. That was a weak little
I don't.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what you drank. We said you couldn't hang with us. She was the one when everybody was over there in the corner smoking.
Yeah,
they were like, do not pass it to her.
I had my little the coolers.
Do not
stop
pass it.
passing
My
it on.
ginger
Hey,
ale.
look, we do this. You remember the gun? You just do this. They just blow the smoke on her
That's
face.
all they did.
Pass around her, please.
They did not let me participate. 'Cause
No,
I
she
knew
can't.
I was gonna mess it up for
It
her.
go here,
She gonna
and
shut
then
down the whole
I would shut
party.
it down. I was the party pooper.
Hey, look, you know
You was
what?
the Debbie
Hey, look,
Downer?
hey, look,
not really
no
the Debbie Downer. It
no
was just that
judgment.
I didn't know how to do that.
No judgment.
So,
No
you know.
judgment.
so they
It's
passed
okay.
around you.
You spark me as the one who gets drunk and then be the crying. But I'm drunk.
I did. That's why my sister them they said I would always confess. That's why they were like, no drink for her. Like, 'cause I was a confessor. Like every time, and my sister though would be like, "Oh my gosh, now I am done. I can't even enjoy myself because I gotta watch her and tell her to shut up." I was a confessor,
No.
and I can't even.
I don't know what I did, but I did something
I did
bad.
something bad.
Real bad.
What's your favorite drink? So now I know what I
Michael
got to do.
Jackson bad.
What you like to drink? We're going to get into confession. Hold on.
We gonna tell her we drinking juices.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be spiked.
We went to what was that one of the football games, the Falcons game to the Saints, right? Going down to New Orleans, right? So I literally didn't know that in the club you had to pay for the drinks, right? I mean, like the woman was coming around with the shots, those tubes. So she was walking around with them, and I just kept grabbing them, right? I didn't know I was supposed to pay for them, so I thought you just grab them and you just drinking them. Y'all, I had tubes. I had a whole tray of tubes, and I was so drunk. They said I was just so drunk. So whoever was in the crew, they paid for my drinks because I had over like 20 of the tubes.
What?
I was drunk. But they said I was talking and dancing and having fun. So
Look at her face. She don't even remember. She don't know. She gotta listen to what they told her she did.
they said all I kept talking about was a teacher. So I guess I confessed it. I was writing something on the chalkboard or something. But I just don't remember. Like I just remember the tubes.
What was this?
This was back in the early 2000 when we were taking those bus trips to New Orleans.
Oh my goodness.
Them
and
good
it was
times,
so
though.
funny because they were like, they were telling my sister them, but just leave me alone. They were just like, I'm cool. I was surrounded by good people.
Yeah.
You know.
Let
but
her
I
have
didn't.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I literally. So yeah, I don't. Yeah. And then on the bus, like they were passing the
Sean,
cup.
what did you do? I don't know what I did.
I mean, like I was on the bus, so we had the white cup full of gin. This is pre-COVID.
Alcohol kill everything.
Yeah, I didn't know that till after. Yeah, they were passing.
Alcohol kill everything.
They were passing.
We didn't even do the cup. We just drank out the bottle.
I didn't.
Already
So
dead
you know,
anyway.
I'm watching everybody pass, and anybody here just take a sip. I'm like, oh my god, no. Next thing I know, y'all, they said I was acting a fool on that bus. with that gin in that cup.
Well,
and
yeah.
What
You know
kind of
that
acting
gin
fool we
make you
talking about?
sin. That gin make you sin.
Jim make you sin.
Yeah, what was that acting the fool?
yeah, I just
Acting fool. We talking
Michael
about
Jackson
it.
bad.
I was acting the fool.
You was throwing it back.
No, actually I wasn't. They said I was just talking a lot. So I guess if I get drunk, I
What's
talk.
going on?
Hey, Tank,
What's
the
going on?
sports guy.
What's going on?
I guess so. When I get drunk, I talk.
I guess you do.
I guess I do. So I guess that's why nobody don't want to be around me when I get
you
drunk.
get a little too talkative.
This trip too long. I don't know what I did.
Why is his wheel spinning?
The wheels supposed
Why you turning the wheel too hard? I told you to cut it the other way. Why you
The
cutting it
sports
the
guy
other
that
way?
came in here, y'all.
with some food.
With quiche.
Oh my goodness.
With quiche.
Yeah.
We
We got a little quiche.
it's gonna be a new segment soon, so I'm gonna introduce that to y'all. But I told y'all you've got mail messages from him 2.0. This is a new year, new time.
Might be messages from the bus.
Yeah, well,
The way you carried on my messages from the bus.
I'm just saying I don't drink anymore like that. I never was a drinker. So
Really, Sonya?
when I did what you
Say
said,
that on your head, sis.
Nah.
Because it ain't
Now
gonna
that
go
Sonya
over.
says something, man, we might have to.
I ain't gonna. Yeah, they ain't gonna let me live this one down. I just don't drink like that anymore. So I'll just leave it. I'm the designated driver. I just stick with my ginger.
Good.
ale.
Join the club.
I'm the
Yeah.
designated driver.
Thanks for joining the club. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never want to see Rob drink anything.
Oh my.
Right, you don't drink?
No,
Okay.
no. I think it's best that we keep it that way. For real.
So you gotta
Look, we got one. It's only one agreement that we have.
Uh-huh.
When we reach a certain point,
Uh-huh.
we all gonna have a shot together. Even
Yeah.
him.
yeah, even me.
Yeah,
Okay.
even him. But until we get it, no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nah.
I am the only one that do the drinking around. Blame it all on me.
Blame it
Blame it all on me. If it was a bottle somewhere and it was empty, you can immediately say ghost. You don't even have
Just to say no.
I'm Uber.
Some stories I haven't heard. I'm entertained.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean I'm 49 now, so I don't mind sharing those stories
Yeah.
anymore. Like
You got some more?
I'm-
You got some more?
Oh,
I
really?
got a whole
Yeah.
hell of
So
a
about
lot.
that
like-
bus. Yeah, so about that bus.
But not today though.
Not today.
Not
Oh,
today. We
okay.
gotta
Well,
get
gotcha,
today.
gotcha.
We'll have
We
a
got
confession.
But yeah, we got confession. But you know, when I look back on my life,
Mm-mm.
thank you. Lord. When I look back on my life,
Look how far he brought you.
I
Mhm.
thank God every day. I
Oh,
thank God
man.
that we did not have social media. I thank God that we did not have Instagram and nothing else.
Yeah, but you had the
You know, you
camcorder. Those tapes is out there somewhere. Those tapes is out there
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Somewhere them tapes is out
The
there.
footage is out there.
The tapes are there.
Somebody got it in
Film at
somebody's
11.
basement.
Whoever has, I hope your VCR breaks. I
Yo,
hope
if you
it
still got a
breaks.
VCR now, though,
I
some
hope
of us
your
still do.
VCR is overdone breaks.
Hey, look, they got.
So you said new segment to Sean versus Trinette. Hey,
Whoa.
you're on to something, Sonya.
Whoa.
You're on to something. Sean said, but y'all would have to come with me. Tanya said, testify, Trinette. There you know.
Them
If it had
potatoes.
not been for the good Lord.
What's that?
What Tank got in here? Do y'all see this?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's on the-
gosh.
It's on the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah, he don't. He
So
he showing
we
up.
just don't plan on leaving the studio today, huh?
Yeah, I'm
We ain't got
I'm
nothing
finna-
else.
Y'all, this is
I'm finna watch it.
the untold
work.
stories, honey.
Yeah,
The untold stories. Yes, Sonya. Y'all know.
Hey, look.
Go ahead.
Hey, look. Hey,
Go
look.
ahead, that
Nina,
episode
how you
we
doing,
seen.
girl?
Hey, look. And what make it so bad? The way they see it on camera, it just looks so good. Look.
I know.
Right,
Like I
Look.
can smell it.
Look.
Right.
Put that up there too.
Hold on, Tank. We
Hey,
got
look.
a camera on
Hey,
it.
look. They go to OJ.
They got an OJ.
They go to OJ. They go
OJ.
What's that?
What's
OJ.
going on, son? How you do?
Oh, that's for the adults only.
Oh, this for the adults only.
The
make
adults
sure
only.
Prince,
Well,
Yeah.
Prince.
Hello,
Rob,
I'm Uber.
and Trinette gets
Nah.
none of that.
Hello, I'm Uber.
I
Designated
got
driver
me a
at your
to-go
service.
cup. I got me a to-go cup.
Okay.
I could put it in.
He got that man in there. I'm gonna make sure. Hey, look. I'm gonna put that. Hey, look. I'm gonna be very prepared.
You got
for
that
some-
Might be some real
Hey,
messages after that drink.
You know we can't do too much. We got a 5 o'clock point.
Yes, we have a 5 o'clock
What you
event
gotta
today.
do? Yeah, we got it. We got
got
an event.
Fireside chat, y'all,
chat.
today.
Live by the
Live
fireside.
today.
She can't do that.
Yes.
Oh,
Hey,
you trying to get
Aaron.
me drunk?
Thank you,
Talking
girl.
about the
Thank you.
fireside.
Yes, the fireside chat today at 5 o'clock.
More?
Y'all don't mind us,
Wow.
but at 5 o'clock, this is gonna be Coach Jarvis. and Coach Sean.
Hey, 5 o'clock. It's gonna be Coach Jarvis. I'm gonna be a totally different individual.
The fireside chat.
Could
Yes,
you feel
at
that
5
stop
o'clock.
holding me like
They are cut
Hey, look.
up.
So we gonna be at the fireside chat. I'm gonna be on there. I'm gonna be. Hey, look. Turn that mic so we can hear you
No,
real
that's
good.
next week. We got a guest, so we're gonna be good today.
Yeah, we
gonna
can be good. He ain't gonna get here to 10:45. We got 15
He
more
right
minutes.
here in the backstage.
Oh my God.
So he waiting.
He waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, he
so
waiting.
I'm on backstage. So we're gonna bring him in on because we got some
Yeah, we got
questions
some
or whatnot.
questions for
Cutting
him.
up to do.
But
Yeah.
okay, take the sports guy. What do you have in here real quick for us?
Okay, I have vegetable quiche, spinach,
Mm-hmm.
onion, peppers, mushrooms, and then the other one has bacon in it. That's swine.
Bacon.
Yeah.
Y'all know I love
can
swine,
understand
my
that.
brother.
That one's-
Y'all know
that
I
one
love
got
me some
in it.
bacon.
Swine, my brother.
Yeah.
I love me some bacon.
Look here,
look,
look
Chris
here,
holding
look
it up
here.
to
He
the
said it
camera.
was all good.
Hey.
Y'all know I love me some bacon.
Now, if you want to exclude the swine, let's talk about the other things you eat.
Hush.
No, let's keep that on the low.
Yeah.
Hush.
Okay. What's in this Tupperware right here?
Okay, we have home potatoes,
Home potato.
and then we have actual shots out to Swanson Family Farm
Yes.
beef sausage.
My
Yes.
God. My God. And what do we have in this jug with this purple top?
That is some adult morning libation. Because some of y'all need that. Some of y'all need that.
Yo, I knew
Y'all
when
hear
you
that?
came in here, you were gonna come with everything that I needed.
Y'all hear that?
Hey,
Y'all
look.
should have been in the studio today.
Hey,
with us.
hey, look,
I'm
hey, check this
trying to
out.
show-
Don't y'all pull up on us now.
Listen,
you
I'm
see
trying to
what's
show you the
going
way.
on.
Because
Trying to pay
you
the
drop
road
this
for-
jewel on her, and I promise you, your morning gonna be all right.
All right.
Y'all, they getting ready for Valentine's Day.
When I say your morning be righteous, your morning be
We ain't
righteous.
got no Valentine.
Y'all
The only person got a Valentine to take.
Y'all better get
Man.
y'all.
You the one with the kid. You the one with the kid. Oh, don't look at me like you Batman in the corner.
What are you talking about?
Batman
I don't
in the
know what
corner
you're
with the
talking about.
spotlight.
What are you talking
I
about?
Yeah. So we gonna be eating it up in here, y'all.
Messages from him.
Messages from him.
Yeah.
What's going on out there, y'all?
What's this right here over here in the
That is bread pudding.
Oh, you
Bread
made that
pudding.
too?
Straight from the that's a crib stand.
You gotta have that.
All right.
That is
Can't wait to taste
standard.
So who fits in my plate? Cause I do eat.
Hey,
I got you.
Hey, look.
I got you.
We
Ain't no shame.
Hey, look, you don't even have to move. We work for you.
That's right. They work for me.
We got
They work
Exactly.
for me.
You tell us what you want on the plate, and it's gonna be there.
I want a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything?
Yeah.
You want the
Little bit.
vegetable and the bacon quiche?
I want the vegetable and the bacon.
Ooh,
Yes,
she
just a
want
little
it.
bit. Just
She
a
want-
little bit.
Look.
They got the
That's a knife. That's a knife.
That's
a knife.
That's a knife.
Come on now.
That's that joint from Saul. Good
That's a
gracious.
knife.
Let's play a game. You just
Yeah, seriously though, guys out there, drop a jewel like this on her early in the morning.
Early in the morning, I'm telling you, because my chef does it. He would surprise me with some, not just
Yeah,
an
yeah.
ordinary breakfast, but he might throw down some
Come through,
salmon
Latressa. Come
and
through.
grits
Look
or
at me trying to look
something.
out for my brother. Look at me trying to look out for my
I'm talking
brother.
about.
Listen,
So we got chefs in the house,
Yes.
y'all. We got
Hey,
chefs.
hey,
And it don't cost you much, guys.
look,
It don't
the thing-
cost you much.
the thing, I don't know if Rob can cook, but I know everybody else at the table can cook.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah,
we could-
y'all
we could do
can. I'm not a cooker like that.
Rob, can you
But I will
cook?
cook.
Little bit. Stay in my lane.
You said,
You know what? That is the perfect way to perfect response.
I'm not going to overdo it.
Yeah.
And burn my house down. I ain't doing that.
Ooh, look at that.
Listen, look here. I got
Look at
3
that.
kids I can burn.
oh Lord, that looks like that looks nice. That is perfect.
How do I put it right on?
Is that the bacon or the veggie?
That is the veggie.
That's the
Okay.
veggie. He just cutting 2 of the veggies, so when he
Oh, okay,
comes,
got you.
he don't eat that. So
Okay.
come on, bro, you gonna eat that little bit of piece? You a
Lord,
big
they
guy.
are
not for
cutting
me,
up
this
in
for
here.
her.
Lami,
Oh.
what's going on,
I
girl?
was finna say.
Yo, Tressa said I can cook. I love to cook. Yeah, she can cook. She love to cook.
Well, come on through then.
Oh, okay.
No, don't touch that one.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Cut that one right now, and then bam, we done. We can just spoon it out with before.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah.
See, that's how a chef tells
Yeah,
you.
there you go.
That's
I like
how
that
best
kind of
it-
care,
you
though.
know?
You know what?
You got mail
moving in-
messages
Man, that's the
from
reason I
him.
got
You
3
moving
kids,
in,
man.
you
I got
moving in
3
your
kids.
purpose. You walking in your
I
purpose.
got 3. I'm lucky I ain't got
You gonna
5
have
or
me?
6.
You gonna have me drinking by myself? Okay. You know, we got.
Did I give y'all permission to drink on the job?
No, you didn't.
No, can we drink?
Oh.
Probably after the guest.
Hold on. Time out.
Yes, y'all can.
Time
Yes,
out.
y'all
Time
can.
out. We need to have a serious moment.
No, y'all can.
Is it okay for us to lie on the show?
No, we're supposed to tell the truth.
Wait a minute.
No. You didn't hear it. Libations on the show.
Yeah, I guess so.
We can indulge.
Yeah, y'all can.
Okay, we're free.
Hey,
Oh Lord,
hey,
right.
listen,
Free to be you.
and with all honesty, I can say we've done worse.
Yes.
We've done worse.
Yeah, we've done worse. This is just gonna bring out the you know, you said drunk man tell the truth.
Don't y'all get up
No
in here
lie.
confessing.
No lie.
Don't y'all get up in here
Where
confessing.
you what? I ran the store and then I seen the chick and she had on shorts and I was looking.
When you
and
said
then she
your
said-
cell phone was face down in the garage,
Yes, face down. Yes, face down.
I mean, and shaking. he was in there shaking.
Oh Lord.
Was that a scene on a belly?
Look, let me tell you what I told you. What had happened was
When you start off like that,
yeah,
or Earl and them.
yeah, that's
See,
what had
Listen,
happened.
if you could see me, if you wanted to come on, give me a thumbs up and I could bring you on stage.
Okay.
I don't know if he can hear me. You ready? You want me to bring you up? Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add him on in because we cutting a fool up in here, y'all.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, Nathan.
Hey, how you doing? Nothing too
Good.
much.
Can you hear us?
Turn them up.
Yeah, I can.
There you go.
Okay. So I didn't look. I know you're supposed to come on at 10:45, but we cutting up in here. I didn't know if you wanted to,
Yeah,
sit in the background and
Yeah,
listen.
you want you can hear us act the fool.
Guests
Oh, yeah,
beware.
yeah. Oh,
We
yeah,
are
yeah.
cutting.
Yeah.
Yes,
that food and drink.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a part of business,
We're
my
gonna have to
brother.
give some disclosures to
Yeah.
our guests when they come on up.
We got a business meeting.
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
You know.
indeed.
Mhm.
we got to get. So I'm gonna introduce you in a minute when I get my food, and then we, but y'all keep cutting up. We got a
The
few more minutes
disclaimer.
before the
Okay.
disclaimer. So
Thank you, sir.
I can't hear Nathan. It's a little low.
Turn them up, Rob.
Is he speaking?
Say something for me, Nathan.
Something happened.
Yeah, I mean,
Say
you hear
something
me?
for me. Yeah, it's
You can
still
hear me?
low. I don't know.
No, turn your headphones up. Is your headphones turned up?
I think so.
Can you turn him up, Rob?
Yeah,
Yeah,
mine's
he's all the
turned-
way up. He's all the way
Oh,
up.
so it must be just okay. Now I can hear.
Yeah,
him.
he's all the way up.
Perfect.
Okay.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna
Okay.
say nothing. No face, no case. That's right. That don't talk. See, Sonya be rhyme with. You know
Oh,
what,
Lord.
Sonya? I can't wait till you come
You know
to the
what?
city so we can just meet.
What's on yet? South Carolina?
No,
No,
Yeah,
Columbus.
Columbus.
Columbus. She down the street.
Oh.
My husband says that no face, no case.
Yeah, no face, no case.
Y'all are
Yeah, no face, no case. There's no way you can get a
messages
case.
from them.
Until you see them one day in life.
Messages
hey, look,
from
hey,
them.
hey,
Look at you in the stairs like,
Hey,
you
look.
know, I know you.
Let me tell you something.
You know I know you.
Even if I was on camera
I seen you.
and you didn't get a straight up, that ain't me. I don't even walk like that. I don't even walk like that. What are you
Yes,
talking about?
Tressa. Fireside chat with Coach Tashawn
Yeah.
and Coach Jarvis. We
Yes.
be coaches today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Fireside.
coaches later on this evening, but right now I'm ghost. So
Right now he goes.
So y'all shouldn't have told me that because I'll be one of the ones chiming in. Hey, just asking questions. Listen, man, since you a life coach, you know what I'm saying? So you trying to tell me you don't
There
know
always
me.
be that one person
You don't know
that
that.
Right. That one person.
yeah,
Be like, just hush. Turn his mic off.
yeah, just turn the mic.
Ah, you a life coach, remember? This about life.
It's a life. We all about
That's
life.
from birth to death. Here we go. Here we go.
You got mail messages from him, you guys. I am Tashawn. I am in the studio with my friends,
Yes,
Yeah.
the sports guy, DJ Johnny Prince, the Green Machine, and Ghost.
yes, we here.
And we
We
got
are all
Farmer
here.
Wayne out there. He making that money, y'all. He's doing some
Gotcha.
deals, so y'all send a big up to him. But these are my friends. This is the 2021 version.
You give me the bread pudding, bro. You give me the bread pudding.
And we have and Tank brought in like
all that
Ooh.
stuff you can see in the top right
Yes.
corner of your screen.
we are eating, y'all, the
Yeah.
breakfast.
Hey, they eating good.
Breakfast brunch. Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
So, look, I
Yes,
wish
sir.
you could be in the studio because you could join us.
I know, right?
But we have a special guest online with
Yes.
us, you guys. I'm going to introduce him. because I have some questions.
Yes,
This brother,
indeed.
it got a lot going on.
I got some too.
I'm floored because building a business during the pandemic. Come on now, let me go on and read this real quick because I'm interested in this. Nathan Bufford, born and raised in Carbondale, Illinois. Nathan started his first business, Fresco Pastel.
Yeah,
Did I pronounce? Okay. Fresco Pastel, a t-shirt company at the age of 14, and many others since then. Fresco Pastel was a stepping stone for a larger picture, said Bufford. Today, he is the successful operator of Buildabiz, a web-based small business incubator based in Atlanta. He has an audio engineering degree from the Art Institute of Atlanta. Buildabiz. Okay, so help me welcome Nathan Bufford. You all, so you've got
Welcome.
Like, I am looking at your sheet, and I'm just honestly, the pandemic created such a havoc. And when I heard, I'm like, building a business during the pandemic, like, and recover, how is that even possible? But before we get started, tell us a little bit more about who you are, Nathan.
Yes. So originally, I'm from Carbondale, Illinois. I moved out. So my business here locally, I focused on a lot of small business and entrepreneurs that were in my local area and building those relationships. So I don't know if you're familiar with like quick ready marketing or imagination. These are small 10 employee companies that I've been working with over the last 4 or 5 years. And also one of the companies I work with Domino's, I've been working with them since I was 17.
Really?
So using that advantage of seeing the inside of how Domino's works on a major floor, this gave me that passion to build up to where I am today.
Wow.
Dope.
Wow. So you own and operate this company. So how, first of all, how is it that you can help? How is it that a business is able to survive during the pandemic when a lot of businesses went under, like they folded? How is that you're able to create businesses during this time and others are folding? Like, is there a magic system behind it or what? Because I'm really trying to understand that, a lot of people, well, let me put it like this. Some of my friends have actually started businesses and they're like flourishing when I'm watching a lot of other businesses go under. How is that?
Yeah, the main thing for the business that go under, they didn't have the right infrastructure or foundation. If you're building a house, you want to make sure you have that perfect foundation or a good foundation that you can build upon. A lot of businesses that start, they try to do 30 million things instead of focusing on their infrastructure and foundation. So no matter what the trend is, no matter what the environment they're in, they can be settled and in that right position to scale, no matter what the economy is doing at the time.
Right. So do you help businesses build that infrastructure?
Yeah, that's what our company is mainly focused on, is just infrastructure. So that comes from if you need creative services or websites, logos, as well as if you need financial help, we bring in CPAs, we bring in lawyers if need be, SEO infrastructure as well, to the whole gamut, even down to your personal credit, which we have a third party who's licensed and bonded out of Utah that does personal credit. I'm also a data furnisher as well. So it comes down to just structuring the whole ball game to where you feel that you're comfortable to move forward, no matter what the economy is doing around you.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
I like that kind of carrying on.
Yeah. So fellas, what's the questions y'all have? Because y'all are business owners. All of us are in here are business owners.
So I'm finna come out of ghost for a second. I gotta put my plate to the side. I gotta go straight business. Okay. With you assisting companies and building this infrastructure, right, in this foundation, say you have the foundation established in the right format, right? I was just speaking with someone and they were telling me in this day and age, there is the absolute need for a CPA and an attorney on your roster, hands down. Is that true or false?
That's definitely true. But one thing you want to add to that is also a tax strategist as well.
Right.
So
they never said that.
CPA that handles, you want to have a CPA that handles your finances. You also want to have that attorney that's your business management side, as well as you want to have a tax strategist. And what you want to use is a tax strategist to help your bottom line, because he's going to maneuver your finances with your CPA.
So you're saying these are who you saying these are people that you need in starting a business?
Yeah, definitely. Like how you want to look at it is as like a 7-tier plan, right? You want to start with your idea. You want to write that out. You want to have a business plan. You want to know you have a target goal. So you're looking at it from a 30,000 square foot view down from that.
Right.
Now you want to know how are you going to cover your finances? Okay. Or initially, where do you start? A lot of clients that come to me say, well, I don't have the money. All right. The first question I ask after that is, what's your credit look like? Because if your credit's not good, then you definitely can't get the money. But if your credit's good, you might not have the cash, but you can leverage your credit to get the cash that you need to start your business. And most people don't know, with certain business credit lines that use you as a personal guarantee for somewhere between 9 to 18 months, sometimes is 0 interest on unsecured lines. So that gives you between 9 and 18 months to where you don't have to pay no interest.
Right.
Really? I didn't know that.
Equity you can stash.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Wow.
So with your company, do you provide that particular service to small businesses where they can acquire an attorney or CPA and a tax strategist?
Yeah, I do. And what I do is I go over and beyond. The same people I use is actually the same people I refer my clients to.
Gotcha.
So the same tax strategist, Stephen Gould, he's here in Atlanta as well. That's my tax strategist. Tania Seals, Uprising Financial, that's my personal CPA who handles my own money. And when it comes to attorneys, I got about 3 or 4 of them. And it mainly depends on what type of industry and what type of business when it comes to attorneys. Because you might want an intellectual attorney if you're doing more on the tech side. Because your intellectual property is going to be the main thing that you want to stick to is on the tech end. But if you just got more of I don't want to say a basic business, but a traditional business, then you want to get more of a business attorney to handle that. Because the business attorney might not know a lot about the intellectual property side of it, which can be lead role as far as revenue as well.
Okay. Okay, real quick, we're going to transition. With all of this PPP, grants, loans, so forth and so on, a lot of small businesses that I'm aware of never received anything. And there are a lot of individuals who don't even have a business entity established that receive the money that we should have been receiving. Is there any feedback that you can give us as to why we didn't receive it versus why people, was it first come, first serve? Like, what have you seen?
Yeah, initially it was first come, first serve. But also what the SBA looked into was the actual infrastructure of some of the businesses. If you had an older business before, like 2000, let's say 17, maybe 18, they looked at potentially how that business was set up. They double checked your address and certain phone numbers and things like that you implemented. So some of those things might not added up over time, and that's why you got those letters of denial. But the one thing I did figure out, as well as that letter that you get from the SBA for that denial, you can go in for reconsideration. And a lot of clients that did put in a reconsideration through lettering and certain verbiage, they did get approved later on.
Oh, wow.
So the people who literally did not have businesses, they were getting it simply because they had things in place?
No, the people that got it was mainly businesses that had their things in place. The people that didn't get it, they might have just had an old business just sitting around. And the SBA just looked at it and said, okay, that business has been there since 2016, 2017. Okay, we don't really care if they doing revenue at this point, if that makes any sense. Because they just had to sit around. So they just used that to leverage to get the money.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Oh, so do you encourage business owners to apply for that money, or
Yeah,
just like take that chance?
I definitely say potentially apply for it. It's over 30 years at 3.75%. It's basically free money. But the main thing that you want to have is that foundation and that game plan or structure that you know what you're looking to accomplish with the money. You just don't want to get the money and go to Gucci and Louis and spend it all.
Right. Like some of them fellas were doing.
Yeah, you want to use it for your overall game plan to further explore and journey your business.
Right. Okay. Because I definitely want to try. I think I was afraid because again I had some friends who did not receive it, and like they legitly have their business and their plans and all that, and they didn't receive it. And I think they're more structured than I was. So I was like, I'm not going to try it. And then I knew a few people who actually got a little bit of it, but I wasn't certain like what, if I should or not. But I am definitely going to apply for it because I have been in business for a while. And I guess I just try it. If you get denied, you can.
It's a reconsideration that you can do. Yeah,
okay.
You can hear me? It's a reconsideration that you can do. And what they did was for some businesses, right? They'll deny you just based on you just having a business. Sometimes they just deny you to see if you put in a reconsideration, because what it does is it takes a bunch of applications they get inputted at one time. Mm-hmm. So how can they weave out certain people that's not really going to use the money for what they need? So some people just ended up just getting denial based on that. But at the same time, if they would have put in that reconsideration letter, they probably would have got the funds right away. But a lot of people got discouraged. What was the question?
Oh, no, I was like, go ahead and finish.
But most people got discouraged just because they received that denial. And most of the denials that I done seen really just been either personal credit or they had a default on an SBA loan prior. And that's really the scene. Or they didn't have any tax returns done or anything like that from the main three that I've seen. But those things can be overcome. It's just depending on the verbiage that you allow in that letter that you send out to the SBA.
So the denial, the reconsideration process is you sending over a letter to the SBA.
Yeah. It actually tells you in the letter, like, this is what you need to put in the reconsideration, and then they got an email address that you send it to.
Okay. So it's nothing like hard where you got to go and figure some other little stuff out. They kind of tell you what's needed.
They actually take you through the process. Like right when you send the letter, the reconsideration letter, they're going to send you an email back letting you know that they received it. And then probably like 2 weeks later, maybe 3 at the most, they're going to send you a response again saying, hey, we looked at your information again. This is what we need from you. It might be a 4506T form, which is your IRS transcript, because they always want to see if you really made money.
Okay.
Right.
Wow. You've got mail messages from him. I am Tashawn. I got Tashawn and friends up in here. We are eating and talking, having a chew and chat. Pretty much
chew and chat. I like that.
With Nathan Bufford, business guru, Buildabiz, and he is Buildabiz is helping businesses recover during the pandemic. So tell us how you are doing that. I was reading with the pandemic, like I stated earlier, it just seems like it swiped a lot of businesses under and so forth. So how are you and your company helping businesses recover during this time? And do you see businesses recovering even after this or whatnot? Because we don't know how long the pandemic is going to be, like literally. So what's your take on it?
I would say you gotta look at it from a different mindset as far as the recovery, right? It's more of a reset. The traditional plan of a business doesn't work anymore. It's just saying everything is more online, everything is social engagement. So you have to look at that standpoint of it being a social market now. So a lot of your normal businesses are online. One of the biggest examples is Walmart, how they position themselves to be more online now than further in their brick and mortar stores, because now a lot of people are at home. So now how can you target your customer base from being just at home, being on their computer now or their mobile phone? So that's where we come in to help you implement that transition. And one of those transitions that we help with here locally, a good friend of mine who owns Unwind Cafe, he had started opening up his own pizza shop before the pandemic. And he got discouraged. And basically what I told him was, hey, we got to figure out a plan that's a lot easier. You need to set up curbside takeout instead of you doing the bar indoors and stuff like that. So we went through that process, helped him get more finance, helped him get more equipment, helped him just restructure his whole business credit as well as his personal. So he was able to leverage in standpoint. So now he's about, I say, 2 weeks out from his grand opening. Wow. Of the Cafe, black-owned pizza bar on Metropolitan.
Oh, wow. On Metropolitan?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Oh, that is. So you all saw this prior to COVID?
Yeah, definitely. And the reason that you've seen it prior to COVID is because everybody's moving online. You have Instagram, you have Facebook, you have Twitter, you have Twitch, you have all of these businesses that are moving online. But also what has changed is the average person's hobby has become an actual business now. Because if you look at the transition, say you hopped online, you sell pottery, right? And you was just doing fun at first, but then you got that DM that said, hey, I'd like to buy that. Now, that hobby then changed to a business and you want to know, okay, what is my next step? So you start Googling, okay, what do I need to do to put a business plan together? But once you do that, 1,000 million resources pop up that's unverified or you don't know about. So what Buildabiz is that one-stop shop that has that verified information that you can go to and you know for sure this is what I need to get to the next step.
Let me ask you something, because I actually put in risk and actually put in, risk for failure. How many people you see don't factor in failure into their business plan and have some kind of leeway for failure? So, I mean, most businesses fail or they have failure spots within, the business plan. How many people fail to do that? Just don't risk in, there's some kind of failure that's going to happen. So let me factor that in so I can bounce back a little bit better, because the pandemic really exposed a lot of that to a lot of companies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I say about 95% of them that don't factor in risk factor. And that's
or they don't have a contingency plan.
Yeah, they don't have a contingency plan. But the other thing is they don't stay flexible. Some people stick to one mindset and say, hey, this is the way I'm going to do it. But if you stick to that mindset and don't be open to different opportunities that come your way, and you're not flexible enough to maneuver, then you're going to top over immediately. So that's why we want to make sure that you're flexible as well, and you're open to receiving different ideas and different opportunities that may benefit you in the long run. But ultimately, those failures help you in the long run. It's experience. It's step after step.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Facts.
Right. That is true. Nathan Bufford, you guys, we will have him he's here. He's talking about business, recovering through the pandemic, opening businesses. So you actually see where there's possibilities of opening businesses. I was in a conversation not too long ago, and someone wanted to open a business, and they were just negatively like, I can't do it. The money is not there. Nobody's going to buy X, Y, and Z. They're not going to do. But I was trying to convince the person, like, no, this is like the perfect time to open a business. Even though I'm not a business guru or whatnot, but because I could see where it would be beneficial, but they couldn't. How do you speak to those people that really want to, but they are just really terrified, that say, I cannot do it because of the pandemic? What do you say to those people, those potential business owners?
The first question I ask them is, what is your overall goal? Right. That's the first question I ask. So then I can get a overview of what they're looking to accomplish, right? And then I ask them, okay, you work a 9-to-5 job. You've seen how COVID done. Is that job sustainable, right? You might be working a day and then tomorrow you don't have no job. So why don't you just take this and take 30 minutes out your day to focus on your business? Just 30 minutes. And then next week, why don't you take that 30 minutes and make it 45 minutes? why don't you keep progressing forward and seeing where your business may go? You don't know. Within a 6-month process, you might not need your 9 to 5 if you set it up correctly. Or you may be able to work both of them if you set up the efficiencies and automation of your infrastructure. So it's just dependent on that individual, but also it comes down to making them feel nurtured as far as their goals and ambitions, and pointing that out and say, okay, this is doable, but let's put a plan together that each goal can work and going forward. So once they accomplish one thing, then you can move to the next thing instead of doing 30 million things. And the main, I say, concern that most clients have is where I'm going to get the money to start the business. So that's why I focus heavily on use your credit. It's there for you to use. But most people
your personal credit.
So yeah, you definitely, because you want to build up and your personal credit so you can leverage into your business, because you're going to use that as a personal guarantee, pretty much.
Right.
So you're saying use your personal credit to help with your business credit.
Yeah, because it works hand in hand.
Really? Okay. So what is a good personal credit score to
leverage into business credit? You're looking at about like a 680 across the board.
680 across. Okay. Wow. Okay. To go into your business credit.
Yeah, because you're using it as a leverage point, right? So while building up your personal credit, you can then take that and use it for your business credit, which most likely you're going to get anywhere between 3 to 5 times the amount of your highest credit line that you have in personal score.
Okay. So do you get the what's that, the Dun and Bradstreet numbers and all that? Does that work with the credit, the personal credit and business credit, or that's just for business?
That works for that's just for business. So for business, you have Equifax Business, Experience Business, you have Dun and Bradstreet, which is the biggest one, and then you have the Small Business Financial Exchange as well. Okay. And Dun and Bradstreet is definitely useful, but it's useful on certain things that you want to use. So if you do a lot of inputs, you can use those as like trade references between businesses that help you build up your credit lines as well on your business.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Now, let me ask you something, because I know when you talk to people, you try and assess all the different factors. But how many people you meet and you ask that question, or they say, "Well, I don't have the funding," but when you ask more questions, you probe that they're basically, if they invest in themselves. I mean, when you see, like you mentioned about Gucci, how many people you see that have all this really nice stuff but say, "I don't have the money," but they just don't invest in themselves.
I see it all the time. And I personally, I got friends that, they worth 2 or 3 million, but their credit score trash. So they can't go get a bank loan, and they don't look at it that way. But I try to position them and say, hey, if you just do this, you don't have to use all your cash all the time. There's no need. We have a credit system out here that you can leverage and use to your benefit, and that's what it's there for. But you just got to be knowledgeable and take the time to invest in yourself, educate yourself on that. And if you do, it's going to open up the floodgates to you. It's almost financial freedom. A lot of people that know that have good credit scores, that have the 680 pluses, the 700s, even the 800 credit scores, it's definitely financial freedom.
Gotcha. Wow. It's a lot of nuggets right there.
Right.
That's crazy when you realize, you got a couple $1 million worth of stuff at home, but your credit, I mean, that's
below 4.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
you got a 400 credit score.
So can you don't be laughing at those.
But no, I'm not laughing because I've been there. I'm just saying.
Don't be laughing. You ain't that far removed.
Hey, look, check this out. No, listen. I've been there with the cash and with the boo credit score.
Yeah, we've been there.
Been there.
You got more liquid cash in your credit score.
Yeah, you still climbing out that hole.
So and I'm glad you brought that up, because again, I'm one of my stories, my credit score went down due to my divorce. And so I had to do bankruptcy and whatnot. So it did affect me trying to start my businesses. This was 2007 or whatnot. So what do you say to those people who their credit scores have gone down and they're really trying to get it back up there for business purpose or whatnot? What advice do you have for people like that? Because divorce took my everything out as a woman. It like literally I had to start all over with everything. And so what you say?
Yeah, where you at? We're gonna pull up on it.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm sorry, Nate.
Was he petty?
Sorry.
Y'all got to read the book, Woman on Fire.
Yeah.
Read the book.
They didn't tell where he was.
But that's the story of most like women entrepreneurs, or women or who've gone into businesses or whatnot. Their personal finances or whatnot, or credit were affected because of life events and so forth. So how do you prepare, or what advice do you have for people who have gone through those life events, who are trying to get up there and say, okay, I'm trying to focus on the business, but the credit, it seems like rebuilding your credit is hard as I don't know what. So what is your advice for people who are trying to rebuild their business rebuild their credit for business purposes?
Yeah, so what I'll say is 2 options. You can do it yourself, or you can hire a professional company to do it. There's resources out there. We have Google that you can educate yourself. Like just taking that 15 to 30 minutes out of your day to say, hey, I want to research and see what the product is and how this product can help you. So by building up your credit, at first it's difficult. But
breaking up real bad. Bro.
Yeah, but you're breaking up real bad.
I don't know where you're at. I don't know if you're in a certain.
Hold on, Nathan. It was choppy.
Yeah,
everything you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear me better now.
No, you're frozen now.
Yeah, now you're frozen. You like a DJ. You
Mentos, the freshman.
You can hear me better.
Try it now. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can hear me better now.
Oh man,
it's still choppy.
Yeah, it's like a connection.
You got Metro like me?
Metro should work perfectly because you're in Atlanta. You should be good. It should work fine.
Nah, I ain't got Metro.
Nah.
I
know. That was the only thing that came in clear. Nah, I ain't got no Metro.
Coincidentally,
it's a little better than that.
Okay, now you look like you're clear.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, everybody can hear me now?
Yeah. Yes, sir. So you have to repeat everything you just said about the building the credit.
About building the credit is 2 options. You can do it yourself, or you can hire a professional. There's people out there, as well as yourself. You got to believe in yourself to do it. And it might be difficult at first, but it is a process. And once you get through that threshold of it being a process, you can build upon that and also share that with your family members and your friends that's around you to help them build themselves up as well. Because you just don't want to do it for yourself. You're doing it for the others around you to help them position themselves into a better position as well.
Right.
So your advice would be, so what would your advice be in that realm? Should you actually seek someone and pay for it, or should you do it yourself just for the education of knowing the way that it works? Because if you pay someone, you're not really getting a full grasp of everything that's going on because someone's doing it for you. So you really can't teach it.
Yeah, it depends on which program. So to give you an example, like the Your Fresh Start program that we have, is a 6-month program. We help you restructure your credit, but also we educate you throughout that process. So we want to teach you how to manage your credit as well and leverage that. But also what I tell clients is, if you don't have the time, hire a pro. If you got the time, you got that 30 to 15 minutes, that 45 minutes out of the day that you can take just before you go to sleep, educate yourself on it. It's not difficult. Google is there for you. You can. There's resources out there that you can read about to help you with your credit as well.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? Let's tank the sports guy. Let's dig deeper. How many people you want to tell, hey, wake up. You are the problem. You're the one stopping your business.
Right.
You're in your own way. You bought $60, but you won't invest in your own business. How many people you want to just tell that to all the time? I mean, they come in jade up, like the newest Jordans. I mean, literally just went shopping and they're saying, I'm broke. I can't start a business, but they're the one that's in their way. How do you convince them to get out of their way?
And don't let it affect your bottom line.
Right. Because that's usually the biggest problem.
Yeah, so I tell them straight up, it's a sacrifice. So you either can sacrifice it today, or you can sacrifice it later on. But you'd rather sacrifice it today because the longevity of it and your goals and ambitions is going to be accomplished. But it's going to take time and it's a process. And I just seeing it with myself. Like I'm a young buck. I'm only 29. I just turned 29 Thursday. So
happy birthday. Capricorn season. That's what I'm talking about, my brother. Capricorn season in the building. Yes, sir.
Let me mute the mics.
Oh, Lord. They hate on us so bad, my guy. I'm just saying. You know, we're gonna continue to talk business right now. We'll get in Capricorn season later on.
Oh yeah.
But and that's a good point. You said you started young, which is very crucial, especially in our community, because that's something that from my experiences, because I went through that, I'm able to educate, my niece and some other family members and say, hey, don't do this or don't take this route and whatnot. And for you, where did your financial education come from? Did it start at home, or is something that you became interested in over time? Where did it begin for you?
It really began at home with my parents. And they used to sit me down and say, hey, this is what we budgeted for the month. This is what we got to work with. And my dad also been an entrepreneur himself. He worked a 9-to-5 high paid babysitter, as he say, working for the federal government. But on his lawn care service. So I used to work with him all the time and just seeing that. But also what they did was they opened me up to more opportunities. And what I mean by that is they put me in programs like career prep that help you structure as far as what you're looking to do with your career, taking me to different HBCUs around the country and just saying, hey, it's up to you to figure out what you want to do. But once you figure it out, we're here to support you in that manner. But also you need to know that your credit is going to be needed, but also you have to have a goal point that you want to reach. And if you had a goal point that you want to reach, you want to don't deter from it. Don't let the distractions get to you. You got to sacrifice to get where you want to go. And that's pretty much what they taught me. So I definitely appreciate them as well. And the career prep program. And I was in a career prep program since I was 14. I ended up going from 14 all the way up to senior year and ended up becoming a mentor for career prep. So it's definitely been a help for me as well. But it all started at home in that education. And with all the resources that we have online, parents can help their children as well, educate them together as a family.
Exactly. Yeah. What are some common mistakes made by business clients? What are some of the common mistakes that you see made by clients and so forth?
The first one, not focusing on their personal credit. The second one, trying to do too much with too little, or just trying to do too much, period. You want to try to just focus on one thing that you know that you can get done right away as soon as possible, and then have that build upon your next objective. Because if you start doing too much, it's not going to work out as quickly, or if it does work out, it might not be as effective as you thought it was going to be, because your mind is 30 million other places.
So when you're saying doing too much, meaning creating too many businesses at one time, or what you mean?
You know how we do it. We do a mixtape, sell hair weed, sell socks, Jello,
mixtape,
lashes, magnetic. We do it all at one time.
Yes.
While driving. While driving.
Yes.
Yeah, I do have some friends. I know a lot of people who do that. Like they are like doing so much, and they're like, I have businesses, and I'm just like, in the back of my mind, I'm just like, is it the streams of income, or is just like the businesses that you keep saying that you have, or what? But you're right. It's like, how is that what you said? Doing too much, like people shouldn't do that. Yeah.
Just focus on one overall accomplishment that you can get in business, because you can build upon that, and then once you have that steady flow of income and revenue stream, you can go get multiple income streams and not have to use that one that you already have.
Yeah. What is the difference between the multiple streams of income and I'm kind of confused on that, because I see people who I'm getting multiple streams of income, and they got all of these businesses. What exactly is it? What's the difference between your business and the multiple streams of income?
like your business, you definitely sacrificing. So you working to build up your business at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So you might not have the income or revenue that you want to have, but you know it's going to be accomplished at some point. Now, the residual, the passive income streams are multiple businesses that you may have out there. You might not do all the time. So you may have, example, you might do Forex every now and then, get a little money here and there. You might sell t-shirts every now and then, get a little money here.
Gotcha.
Another thing is like life insurance policies as well. That you can pretty much pay into whole life insurance. So it's different streams out there that you can use to leverage, but at the same time, you do want to have that one focus that you have, and you know what you want to move forward on.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. So everybody's like, well, you need to, and I'm like, I'm just trying to focus on this one thing right now so I can get that, you know, together. And I see a lot of people doing a lot, you know, like Tank says, you know, it's like,
you know what? Next time they do that to you, challenge them. Say, hey, what are your multiple streams? How many eyelashes did you sell last month? Let me see your weed.
Your inventory.
Let me see your weed count. Let me see how many bags you got left.
You know what?
But that's the truth, though. I mean, people think that I can do it. No, you can't. Focus on something, one or two things, and do those things well.
Right. Because I don't know what you do. I don't know who you are. Like today, your insurance policy carrier, you know, whatever, and then next day you selling coffee.
I mean, to the point where it's like, and not when you're doing like, okay, who are you? Jehovah's Witness, insurance man? Which one are you today? Like, who are you today?
Yeah.
What's your identity? You know, so
that's the truth, though.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah. I got another question for you real quick. I hear you speak a lot about the focusing on your personal credit. How important is it to focus on your business credit, and how is business credit even determined or rated? Because I seen someone in the chat, they was like, it's the hundreds or something like that.
Yeah, so
they scored 1 to 100, not like your personal credit.
No, it's
I
not
think
like
it's good to be okay.
Yeah, so you want to on your business credit, the rating is pretty much 1 to 100. So you want to be anywhere between 80 to 100. That's like a 700 plus credit score in business.
Gotcha.
So how business credit usually works is you're using your personal credit as a personal guarantee. So if you got good, automatically you're going to pretty much get business credit because they're using you as the guarantee for it. Now, once you start generating revenue, and the more revenue you have and the more trade references, and what I mean by trade references, that may you business to business transactions that you are recording. So that may be invoices, trade references through Dun and Bradstreet. Those are going to build up your business trade lines as well and credit lines. Then you're going to get recommendations for different lenders and institutions that you may be able to use. So to give you an example, like yesterday I went out to my mailbox. I got an offer from Citibank, just a random offer. I was like, well, I ain't really doing nothing at this time. Let me see what they give me. So I got 11,000 yesterday just on business credit.
Just on business credit.
11,000?
Yeah.
For business credit?
But see how you said it?
I know.
See how you said it? 11,000?
I know, right? Just
it's for business.
I know.
Yeah, not boots. It's for business. But that's the real. But that's the real though.
People get that money.
That money coming, that envelope be hot.
Right.
What was the interest on that, if you mind me asking?
The interest on it was like 15%. But what happens is they gave me, I think 9%, zero interest though. Like 9 months, zero interest. I mean.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. So how when you utilize your business credit, because I've been doing a lot of research on this lately, transitioning a lot of the things that are in your name and putting in your business name. Like I had a friend of mine that sold his vehicle to himself for $1 and bought it with his business. So now that it's generating a business credit for him because he pays the car note and everything under his business credit instead of his actual name. Is that fact or fiction?
Yeah, that's fact.
Okay.
I even go further than that.
Go ahead.
Give you an example, like at my house. You know, everybody has to buy toilet paper. Everybody has to buy laundry detergent. I do it all on my business credit. So I go to Uline, I go to Granger every time. I just buy it in bulk.
Yeah.
I gotta buy it anyway, but it's helping build my business credit while I do it.
I wanted to hear you say that. I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, I was my husband was telling me about that, but I couldn't. When I bought my car, it was already too late, and they were like, "You could have bought your car with your business credit."
You can resell it to yourself right now. You can sell your car back to yourself for $1 and put it in your. That's what my people just did.
Oh, wow!
They sold their car to themselves under their business line, and they pay their note and everything under their business.
Shut the front door.
Yep, the front door was just open for you.
I ain't shutting it. It's wide open, girl.
Wide open.
I mean,
Is that true, Nathan? Can that be done? Like, even though I've already purchased the car in my name and I'm paying a note on it, I can resell it to myself for a very small amount, put it in my business name, and then start to build my business credit from that.
Yeah, it just depends on if you got a lender attached to it. But if you own the car outright, it's easier to do it with a car that you own outright. And
correct.
You can actually loan it to yourself, loan it to your business by yourself. But what you can do as well is institutions. One of the institutions that I use is I Think Financial, right? So that's how I got my vehicle from I Think Financial, but I put it under my business.
Gotcha.
So behind y'all.
And then what you want to do is you use yourself as a personal guarantee. They always gonna look at your personal credit regardless. So you definitely want to make sure you just had good credit. Unless you're doing like $5 million a year, then they probably ain't gonna even take a look at it. Or if you got enough cash to put down, they probably ain't gonna take a look at it. But just leverage your personal credit at the end of the day. It's there to be leveraged.
Right.
Now, do you work with all types of businesses in all industries, or is just certain industries, certain businesses?
No, I work with all industries. So I got clients, like I said, t-shirt companies, restaurants. One of my biggest clients is in Arizona. John, he owns living facilities. He does about $4 to $5 million a year right now. We're in the process of actually purchasing 3 more facilities. 30 beds, and I think the purchase price is around like 2.7 million or something like that.
What about nonprofits? Do you work with nonprofits? The profit and nonprofits in the business strategy sense? Do you work with them as well?
A little bit. It really just depends on what they're looking to do. I have a mentor of mine, Randy Garrett, who works with a lot of nonprofits. So what I like to do is if a nonprofit does come to me, I'll position that and transition that over to him because that's what he does. Yeah, he works with nonprofits on a day-to-day basis.
Gotcha. Erica Smith says y'all dropping knowledge this morning. We need financial literacy, and that is
facts.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I'm learning every day. I'm still learning. And it just blows my mind that some of the stuff that I miss, in the business,
it's a mindset.
It is. But the thing for me, I've always been in that sacrifice mode. Like I've always been, I didn't buy the boots like I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? But, and again, because I didn't have that balance, but I'm always missing something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
the missing key is you didn't buy the boots, but you also didn't put a strategy in to get those boots either. You denied yourself while denying yourself.
My thing is this.
Always trying to some knowledge.
My thing is this. I know a lot, I read a lot because a lot of what you're saying, I know. However, you get all of this combustion of convolution where you can't discern from who keeping it real and who just trying to get, like, I know people that charging people like $5,000 and do the PPP loan, and that takes like 15 minutes to do yourself.
5,000?
Yes.
Really? People oh wow.
Yes.
Because they're paying it through a business, so they just chalk it off.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And so another question to you, Nathan. When you go to Google, because Google is just transferring information based on analytics of searches. When you go through Google and you do a search, right? How do you qualify the information that you're about to use and transition off to teaching someone else?
Personally, myself.
Yes.
So personally, myself, first thing I'm doing is educating myself on it. So if I haven't been through it myself, I'm not putting a position into anybody else. If that makes sense, because morally I feel that's not right, period. To position myself, if I haven't done it, then I can't position it with a client. So with getting on Google, let's say a business plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't know you can just go to the SBA website and get it.
Exactly. They got a free template.
Yeah.
And that's from a verified source, right? But then you get the template. What you gonna do with it? Are you gonna sit there and type all day? Are you gonna take the time out to do it? That's where the question comes into play. Because you can get the resource, and now I gave you a verified resource, but are you gonna take the time out and say, okay, I'm gonna sacrifice and I'm gonna get this done today? We'll spend this 15 to 30 minutes to do it.
That is true.
Let me ask you about I think that our financial literacy is it came from the value of money, right? Like the value of money, pretty much. And so right now we're witnessing the fall of the American dollar. And it's switching over to like digital currency, Bitcoin, all those things, the types of nature. So literally the information we have based on the value of the dollar will be, it wouldn't mean anything, that knowledge. So how do you feel about digital currency, Bitcoin and everything right now? Are you invested, you personally?
No.
Are you breaking up?
You breaking up.
You hear me?
Man, it's crazy. I was talking about Bitcoin.
Man, now we can hear you. Now we can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me. No, I'm not invested in Bitcoin at this time, but I definitely look to get into. Majority of the stuff that I focus on is mainly with the business itself, because how you look at it, the United States was built on the borrowing system. If you know about the borrowing system, Uniform Commercial Code, that's just the credit system. So the credit system ain't going nowhere. It's been here, it's definitely not going nowhere. So you want to leverage.
That's a good way to look at it.
And then, because that's the foundation of what the financial literacy was built on, is the borrowing system. So use it to what you know and what's steadily going to be there. Because even if Bitcoin does come in like it is, you still have that credit system that they're going to have to factor into that at some point.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good way to look at it.
I don't know.
So we're going to have to see. My thing is with the digital currency, just piggybacking off that, it's coming in heavy and hard, and a lot of people are investing, but it's not regulated.
Correct.
So it can blow up at any time, and that multitude of cash that is being generated throughout that digital arena can just be lost. Gone. I've actually lost like a couple $1,000s. Just the website just went down. And there's nothing you can do. It's nobody you can call.
Right. And at the same time, the value of the dollar is dropping.
Yeah.
So what do we do? So now this borrowing system, how can I borrow it if I can't pay it back? How am I paying? Who am I paying? What am I paying you? Blood? I don't.
Yeah.
I definitely understand that as well. But with that borrowing system, as you know, it's a debt system out there as well. So we can go further into it. I don't know if you heard of a term called ghost debt, right?
Ghost debt, yes.
Yeah. So everybody
ghost debt.
Oh.
Right. So most people don't know that you can actually set up a company. I can buy your debt literally. Like in the next 30 days, if going back and forth with the credit and lending company. So it's different opportunities out there that you can leverage, and they've been doing that for years. So with it, you just have to focus and believe in yourself that you're doing the right thing and move forward throughout your journey and through your life. Because no matter what, it's going to be distractions. It's going to be things that happen. But all you can focus on what you can control at that point. Right?
So the ghost debt, you're saying anybody that has the money can buy off my debt?
They can buy off your debt.
Yeah.
Really? How do I find these people? I got student loans.
Be careful.
I'm serious. Who want to buy off my student loans?
I'm trying to tell you, I'm with you on that. We got student loans.
I need somebody to buy off these student loans. But seriously, I've never heard of that term, ghost debt. So there's actually a person or people who buy off that person's debt.
Yeah, it's called collection agencies. That's what they do.
Yep. That's all collection.
That's all collection agencies are.
Oh.
They buy off your debt and then they generate the revenue based off the debt that they purchased off you. That's how they keep. That's what a collection agency is.
Okay, so there is beyond just them collecting the past debt.
Yeah, and another thing too. Stop complaining about your student loans. I'm gonna tell you why. Because your student loans don't affect your credit as much as you think. Actually, the length of time that you've had credit, it's a whole bunch of things. Because I was doing research, and my student loans will help me more than hurt me. Because I've had that account for so long.
Yeah, because I think they just showed me mine. It's been 20 some years.
That's how long you've had a credit profile. So the only focus on making your payments on time, generating new things, and just building it slowly. Most people want the microwave credit. They wanted to go from 550
because I'm thinking
to
it's hurting me. I honestly, I have not defaulted on the student loans or anything like that. Right. But it's just like looking at that amount. So I'm thinking it's hurting me. You're saying it's the opposite.
If it's not defaulted on, it's definitely in the benefit of you because it has age on your credit.
Really?
So it's a
then when you pay it off, oh my God.
Ooh. Did somebody win that Powerball? Whoever won.
Oh, when you pay off your student loans,
we friends right now, so I just need you to just make that check out to the student loan folks. That's all I ask.
The sun started shining.
And I got a book I'm gonna share with you also, Tashawn, where because I'm building my own personal credit. And Nathan, is it also true if you have a debt and it's with a creditor or the actual lender, for you to, when you pay it off, to get a letter from them confirming that you paid it off so that you can make sure that it's removed from your credit?
Yeah, you definitely want to do that as well.
That's something that a lot of people leave out.
Yeah.
Every one of those, if you get a list of your creditors and you start paying them off, you get a letter from everybody.
Yeah.
I don't care if you got to go walk over there to their office, get a letter. You want that confirmation that it's been done. Because when you go to the bank, they're going to ask you for it.
Right.
Because and the reason I asked you that, Nathan, is because I was also made aware if you don't get that letter, they can still report that debt on your credit.
Yeah. It just depends on that creditor and how they're reporting on the furnishing side. Because there's two sides of credit. You got the retail side. That's what everybody look at. Credit Karma, Experian. That's the retail side. Then you got the wholesale side of which is the data furnishing side, which is a whole different game that you can get into.
Which side you say? You said the retail side, and what else?
The data furnishing side. So that's how they're reporting the data.
Okay.
And one thing I can say too, just on the personal credit, I know there's been a rumor for years that say you want to use 30% of your card.
Right.
That's not it. You want to use? No, definitely not. Because
put me on game.
Okay, if you use 30% of your card, you're gonna have high utilization across the board. Right?
Yep.
So what do you want to use?
So per card, you want to use about 8.9% per card, and for your whole credit profile, you want to be under 28.9%.
20.
Sir.
Okay.
Yep. When you start using those cards like that, it lets them know that you don't have the money. That's the first thing our lender said. Hey, stop using your cards like that.
Right.
Because it hurts you. It shows you don't have the money.
Right. Yeah.
And that's all that means. And a lot.
Hey, the audio went out.
Yeah, I don't think Nathan hear us because he's not responding to what I'm saying.
Can you hear us, Nathan?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, he can hear us now. I can hear him as well.
But yeah, that's a big thing. Nobody ever told you, hey, use too much of your credit card.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, the first credit card came when I stepped on campus.
Yeah,
that's everybody.
They caught
American Express.
Yeah. They was waiting on us.
Yeah,
they was waiting on us.
Like, hey,
in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
That and the AT&T long distance calling.
Yeah.
Those are the two first cards, Discovery and them.
Yep.
And they had no instruction. They just gave me a credit
gave
card
it to you
and said, go there.
$500 credit limit.
Yep.
And
Swipe.
at that time,
1,000.
Yeah. And I used mine for books because those books are adding up. You know, and you like $500. You're like, oh, I got some money.
I'm be honest, I ain't used my. The first place we went was to Maison Blanche.
Like
we went.
Hey, look.
Had your boat.
Exactly.
See, I didn't do. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't do that. I used mine for books, literally.
I'm proud of you.
But I mean, I didn't understand. But I was swiping, and those books cost, and I didn't know you supposed to be paying that money back.
No. What we did with them books was we used financial aid to get them books, and then we took them back and used each other's books and got the money from buy back. Buy back.
I was trying to be all studious.
Nah.
And you know,
we're gonna put all our money together and get a pack.
See y'all the chicks that met the dude that wasn't studious.
Yeah.
Y'all the ones that got with the dude. But
you're going to Olive Garden, put it on your card. I like him. You're going to Red Lobster, put on your card.
But I like him.
Ain't nobody got no money to pay nothing back.
Zero.
She said I went to the package store with my first.
For real.
Wow.
The package store. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They give those credit cards to the kids. Do they still do that now?
No, it's illegal.
Oh, okay. So they did stop it. Good.
That is the definition of predatory.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's like
you are on campus, scoping out the babies.
Right.
You got it.
Exactly.
We didn't know what credit was for.
We didn't.
To add on to that, one thing that you can do for your own children as well. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
What you can do for your own children is add them as AUs on your personal cards.
Yes,
especially if you already got good credit.
Yeah.
Nathaniel, let me ask you this, man. One of the main issues I have right now with education is there's so much miseducation out there. We don't know what's true, what's not. You see how you just corrected him? As far as the 30%, you know what I'm saying?
30%.
You know, is this everybody, you know, all these creditors, all of these people that are that are professionals in this field. Yeah. We hearing different things as to what to do, what you should do, what you should not do. Right. So how do we know what's true, what's not, what we should do? And I think that's why everybody's, you know, credit maybe at standstill or because they're doing something wrong and they thought they were taught this, but then when somebody else comes, it's something else. Yeah. But then when somebody else comes, no, it's both of y'all wrong. Mm-hmm. But then when somebody else comes, then all three of y'all are wrong. Right. So that's how you know it's almost like a game. Yeah. So what do we know? How do we decipher through all this information?
Yeah, so I'll give you one name. His name is John Alzheimer's. He's from Trade Supply. He used to work at Equifax as well. And that's one verifiable name that's been in the system, the credit system, for years. And he actually, John Alzheimer, he actually stays here in the Georgia area.
Okay.
And he actually, like I said, he used to work with Equifax, work with all the data furnishers as well. Been a consultant for years. And that's one person that I just researched and look up to as far as a verifiable person for that. And then as far as all the other resources that's out there, you just have to take it step by step. So what I mean by step is you might have one person that say this, okay, let's compare it to somebody else. Because if you do the comparison, it's going to be certain things that add up and some things that don't. Yeah. And then you want to compare that to somebody else.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So then you end up building a learning system that works with you. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to what are you comfortable with.
Yeah. So there are different systems that can work for whoever. It's not like one system that's perfect for everybody.
Yeah, everybody's different. Everybody's in a different, credit situation, right?
Okay. True. Okay. Appreciate that.
You've got mail messages from him. We are live in the studio, you guys. We are talking with Buildabiz, Nathan Bufford, who is helping businesses recover during the pandemic, and talking about this credit and whatnot. And I definitely I'm personally going to check you out, and not just check you out, but really
patronize your business.
Yeah, patronize your business. Because again, my husband, he's into the credit, and I'm the impatient one. I am that person who's like, here, just go ahead, I'll pay you. Because I've dealt with it for so long, I'm just at that level, like, okay, I'm done. I know it has to get done. You know what I'm saying? So I trust people that have been referred to me or whatnot. But at the same time, I like learning about it. But it's so overwhelming. Just like you were stating, it's like you get so much information. And for me, I get overwhelmed and I get confused and frustrated because, again, I have had so many people. When I got divorced and people, I had somebody say, you shouldn't have filed bankruptcy. You didn't know how to file. You didn't have to file bankruptcy. And I'm looking at them, but I was over in $300,000 of debt. So I had no choice but to file bankruptcy. Then, people are like, well, you could have written it out. And I'm like, but I did start writing some of that stuff off. But if I didn't have any help, or whatnot, I had to file bankruptcy. So you do get all of this information about what you should have or should not do, or this, that, and the other. And it does become, like you said, overwhelming because you don't know who's telling who. Yeah. So I really appreciate you for being open and honest, Nathan, about it. Because I think all of us want to, especially business owner, you want to have a good structure, business structure. And
that's whatnot. The goal.
Yeah, that is the goal. Because I don't.
Everybody ain't got a ghost.
Yeah.
Coach Jarvis, I'm sorry.
you know how we just let them
plug.
But you're right.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Everybody go on to plug yourself in. Nathan, plug yourself in.
Everybody ain't got to. You got to plug yourself in. You got to go on it. Put that thing in the socket.
Sometimes you just got to.
You just got to. You know what I mean? Because the truth of the matter is, it's very hard to find transparent business people willing to give you the information that's going to make you better as a business and as a person. And when you meet those kindred spirits, you link on to them because then you can give that same knowledge and education. And each one teach one.
Right. Especially in our community.
Yeah.
Yes. Because we think that once we get that little drop of success,
oh my God.
we hold on to that.
I'm talking about
it's the holy grail. We don't share with nobody.
Thurman Thomas.
Right. We do.
Man.
Holding on that football. Not going to fumble.
Never. And the thing is, though, when you share with other people, you might gain something.
Yeah. Recess small businesses that truly crunched during the pandemic failed because they did not have a proper SWOT micro threat response, no operational reserves.
Those are facts. Yeah, strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, contingency plans. You have to have all of those things in place when you're building a business. When you start the structure, as Nathan was saying, when you start that structure, you need to go through the process of, even if you don't do a full business plan, you need to do something. You need to create your elevator statements, your niche. You need to know exactly what you're going for, your target market.
Right.
So when you communicate with someone, they will want to communicate back with you and give you knowledge because they see that you're serious.
Right.
But then we as people, we do that, but we do it in the wrong area. Like if we really want something or really want to go somewhere, we will put together a plan with contingencies to make sure that we get there.
We as people need to start doing that across the board.
Yeah. We will.
Transportation, outfit, spending money, walking, eyeglasses.
Hey, look. It's on the beach. It overlooks the water.
We know. I mean, we have every look. If he don't give me that 60 on Friday, I'm gonna get 45 from Tim. Tim gonna do.
They need to apply that concept to their business practices. Apply that same concept that you're saying to your business practices.
Yeah, absolutely. We as people will sit there and we do all this every day already, but we apply it to the wrong thing. We don't invest in us.
That's been my whole 2021.
But Daniel, tell the people where they can follow you and where they can reach you and everything, man.
Yeah, please.
So on Instagram, you can follow us at buildabiz.today. Our website is buildabiz.today as well. You'll be able to schedule appointments with us. I'll open them back up on Tuesday. And I can be reached at 404-490-0020. And again, it's buildabiz.today. So come with us and start your business.
I feel like I met him before.
Yeah.
And you're here in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I'm in the Norcross area.
Okay.
You got my way. All right, cool. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Well, you will be hearing from us. Definitely. I will be reaching out.
A little bit more.
Yeah. I really appreciate you coming on, and again, feel free to stop by again. Seriously, because this is something that we definitely need. You know, just the education portion. Like you said, we will plan for the Disney World trip. We will have it down to the shoes, the outfits, everything. You know, but won't come out with a souvenir though. It won't come back with a souvenir because we just spent all the money on the outfit.
Got a wife beater that say "babe."
Yeah, don't bust it.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like, you supposed to go to Disney World and be able to get a souvenir, at least 2, 3. You know, but we didn't put all the money in the budget.
You didn't put that in the plan.
Yeah, you didn't put that in the plan.
And I'm not saying it took me 2 years to plan for Disney World.
Yeah, it takes. Yeah, you have to.
I planned everything because I didn't want to be that person that gets back from vacation and be like, man, I missed that money I just
Right. We don't plan for that.
Really said that is the black small businesses that are a mess for one reason only. They do not want to invest and learn facts.
Yep.
They want instant riches and fame.
Yep.
That's it.
And for us, we know fame means that monetary, that materialistic, that bag, those shoes.
And I agree.
Fame is an acronym.
Guys say everyone should not become a business owner, and that's what I've always told people. If you're not an entrepreneur, you don't have to be an entrepreneur. This world is made up of everybody. There are people that have to work the 9 to 5 that fit perfectly in 9 to 5. And then you have those entrepreneurs and you have those business owners that say, okay, and if you're that business owner, you know that it's gonna take some sacrificing. Exactly. You're gonna have to invest in yourself. I have been in a season of investing in myself, and that means sacrificing the hair, the net. You know, it means sacrificing a whole lot because of the future. You know what I'm saying? And I had somebody to say, "Oh, you just keep it together." I'm like, look, I learned how to do my hair and my nails when I was younger, and I learned how to do certain things, so I knew the time would come where I would not be able to go to the beauty shop. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm recycling my clothes or whatnot, because again, these are investments. You have to invest in your business. Right. And so I appreciate you, Nathan, for coming in.
Appreciate y'all.
And giving us this knowledge and so forth. And again, how do we get in touch with you?
Buildabiz.today on Instagram, URL Buildabiz.today as well. On Facebook, Buildabiz.today. Just type in Google Buildabiz and we'll pop up first thing.
Buildabiz.
Yep. That's what I'm talking
about.
I like that.
Well, we thank you so much. Don't be a stranger.
No, please.
Definitely won't.
And we'll be talking to you soon,
yes,
you guys.
Sir. We'll be back in touch.
You got messages from him with Tashawn and friends. We had Nathan Bufford of Buildabiz
definitely
on today. Yes.
A lot of nuggets of wisdom financially.
Buildabiz.
I like this kind of back and forth.
I don't want.
But that has to be stressful though, especially when you know that the person that you're trying to help, they're the one that's in their way 90% of the time.
Well, we've been in survival whole systems fails, man.
Yeah.
So the mindset and the mentality hasn't changed too much.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know, it's just so happened that today there are a lot more people that's understanding money now, right?
Yeah.
But money is changing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So so all we know is cash. All we know is the dollar.
Yeah.
You know, digital coin, digital this, and you got Forex this and trading.
But if you think about it, the money's becoming digital already. We use Cash App more than anything now.
Yeah, that's not digital.
It's not digital, but it's a third party way of access of money of your money.
People are really getting paid in digital currency.
Right.
Like people are trading out the way. I know this because I deal with a lot of individuals that are in that world, and I'm just being a student right now. People are getting their paychecks in Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like it's football players that trading half of their salary for Bitcoin because of the digital rise. I'm just
but you're thinking, right though, because just recently, remember the Bitcoin market crashed. And a lot of people lost a lot of money in Bitcoin. And if you didn't get in Bitcoin a couple years ago when it was really inexpensive, you're right now getting in
kind of at the tail end.
Yeah, it's like it's 32,000, I think. But see, what most people don't know, I know I found out this through my research. When you're buying into Bitcoin, you're not buying a whole Bitcoin initially. You're buying Satoshis. So you have to buy a certain amount of Satoshis to get all the way to an actual Bitcoin. So what people are doing, they're slightly investing in it, and that particular Satoshi will have a particular return on it, or whatever the case may be. But it's pretty cool. You just got to be real. You got to be a real student of it.
Yeah, correct.
You can't
y'all
just.
are students.
Right. Yeah,
I'm sitting here listening.
I'm a student.
It's like Forex. You got to really.
Yeah, you got to be a student.
You have to really sit there and study the trend of that particular stock, because you just can't jump on something because it gained 4 points.
Yeah.
So for all those, I'm gonna give y'all a Bitcoin nugget. It's a digital currency called Doge. DOGE. Right now it's valued at 0.000012 or something. About like 20,000 of them. It's went up to 0.0008. It's scheduled to go up. I'm just trying to see it get to $1.
Yeah, no doubt.
Even if it gets to $1, that's 20 grand.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? If it gets to $10, that's 200.
Yeah.
If it gets to $100,
so you buy the Bitcoin.
You buy the digital currency.
Digital currency.
Yeah. And then you wait for it to.
And then you wait. It's stock market. It's a digital stock market.
Okay.
That's all it is. But the thing is, you have to have a mindset.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to have a mindset of understanding. What's the word I'm looking for? Supply and demand.
Correct.
Okay.
That's all it is. That's all stocks is, supply and demand. You look at something that will potentially be something of great value. Like if we would have known that the country was going to go this way, everybody would have invested in what's the platform everybody uses?
Cisco and
Zoom. Everybody would have invested in Zoom. Right. Zoom stock went through the roof.
Even with Cisco.
Right. Yeah, Cisco went through the roof.
Yeah. Because they provide VPNs.
Exactly.
Even WebEx.
Yes.
Right.
The VPNs, you would have blew up. However, it's good for you to just think like that. Like when you think about stocks, think about the fact that people are always going to use tissue, shoestrings, tennis shoes,
bullets.
Invest in stuff like that.
While you playing right now, the stock market in bullets is jumping right now.
He right.
Makeup.
There's a shortage right now.
Makeup.
Yes.
Beauty ain't gonna never go out.
Never.
I don't care how poor we are.
Never. They'll be taking.
Hey,
look, they'll be taking lashes out the fur coats they got.
I don't care. I don't care.
We gonna get the lashes.
Put the white in front of your hand. Thank you, sir.
We gonna get the lashes.
I don't care
done.
what's going on.
Got to invest in Bernie Sanders gloves.
That lady who crocheted those mittens for him.
Shouts to Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders.
Hey, look, Bernie Sanders is all over the place.
Bernie Sanders showed up in front of my house.
I see Bernie Sanders. They had Bernie Sanders with a wrestle in the yoke. Talking about the Bernie show.
Hey, they had him with the whole Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
The entire.
No, but y'all see the one that he was on the
Brown
train.
even got a Bernie Sanders.
Right.
With him sitting upstairs.
Hold on. I got one for you. Mom sent me yesterday, and I kid you not, Mom sent me Bernie Sanders sitting out in front of 1800 Beverly Road. I'm done.
No, the one that he was on
my grandma's house.
Oh, okay. How we gonna know that, Rob? How you gonna give us a story?
No, listen. I was waiting on you to ask me that.
Because, like, me and you looking like, that's a hard place.
But exactly. Me and you looking at each other like, do you know 1800 Beverly Road?
Now, if I say something like 9th Ward or something like 3rd Ward
or he was on MLK.
No, he was
the Green Mile.
I saw the one.
1800.
He was on the train with listening to Notorious B.I.G. on the train with the headphone. I said, what?
Him on the train.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Bernie all over the place.
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, he all over the place.
Yo, real quick,
he on the porch with Cube in the morning.
I saw. With
he on the porch with Cube.
See
like,
that with,
don't show
him and Chris Rock.
We're going in the
No, I didn't see that one.
They tilted him. Yo, did y'all see the Keisha Cole?
I didn't.
The one where they got the AirPods beside her. Oh, you talking about that?
No, the verse.
It was horrible.
Keisha Cole was upset at somebody.
It was horrible.
Really?
It was.
I'm not their fan like that.
It was horrible.
Trash.
First of all, they both came late.
Both
did they like
extra
late?
And what's face said some what's his name? Not Timberland, Swiss.
Yeah.
You know, he said something on the live like this is real disrespectful.
Really?
Yeah,
he said that?
Yeah, it's corny. Y'all come. Why you It started at 8:00. Why do you come in at 9:30?
They started a whole hour late.
Asante got there at 9. Kisco got there like 9:30.
Yeah, like 9:30.
Stop it! They ain't that big to be that late.
And then it was horrible.
Really?
But you wonder sometimes why.
I didn't know. Yeah.
I mean,
so far the best one. I mean, they've all been good. My best one has been with Beanie, and of course with Too Short.
That was big too.
Yeah, my girl Jill and
Erica.
Jill and Erica was definitely dope.
Yeah.
All
of them have really been good though, but I didn't catch it. My favorite was Patty.
Yeah,
Patty
when they keep it professional, it always turns out good. But
but this one wasn't. I didn't hear.
It was disrespectful.
Somebody tell me that it was on.
The sound.
That's what I said. Somebody was like,
the sound quality wasn't.
Yeah, the sound was corny.
Wow.
It was whack. I was like, what?
Whose sound was better? There's a Teddy Riley. Whose sound was better?
They slightly beat Teddy.
Slightly? Oh Lord!
They
didn't even see it.
They slightly beat Teddy.
Slightly.
Wow.
Slightly.
Wow. That's bad.
Slightly.
Wow. You've got mail messages from him. You guys, we are coming to a close. We just ate up. I'm eating on this bread pudding. Thank you so much.
Everything was amazing.
Itis food.
Amazing.
Yeah, this is
amazing.
I had to sit back for a little while.
Yeah, amazing.
See that bread pudding is radioactive. They got rum and Kahlua in it.
Don't drop the bread pudding.
Yeah. Matt, you got some foil. I'm wrapping this up.
You know, black people travel with foil.
Yeah.
I need mine wrapped up.
Me too. Word up.
I need mine wrapped
You know,
up.
black people travel with foil. That's like our saran wrap from the hood.
I didn't. You know what? They got the saran. He got
what a furl. What a furl. As we say at home, what a furl at Lord Jesus.
Well, I got my plate to go. It was delicious. Thank you so much. So we are gonna, incorporate a new series. I'm gonna. I'll be putting it out there.
What's the series?
Tank started it off. I'm gonna be showcasing chefs once a month. But y'all gonna have to bring us something to eat.
I did make quiche.
Yes, he made the quiche, and I ate both pieces, y'all. I ate both pieces.
Yeah, that was definitely good.
I just can't finish the rest of it because I gotta really sit down in it. Like I need to go home and finish.
Hey, we got 2 shows. We got 2 shows that was recommended on here. A Tashawn versus Trinette and a Ghost versus Coach Jarvis.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa! So how we gonna film that? Like
I don't know.
We gonna film the sober part first and then the drum part second.
I don't know.
We definitely can't do the drum part first.
I don't know.
We gotta do Coach Jarvis first.
I gotta ask
That's
Chef
an
if I can.
interesting concept, though.
Can I disclose that? I don't know.
I was happy to do it. Happy to bring the food in. Happy you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I'm just doing some things leading up to Valentine's Day to show guys inexpensively, easily how you can get it cracking.
And we're going to be talking about that on the next couple of shows before Valentine's Day because that is another big holiday.
Yes.
So before we wrap up, y'all, at the time we got to wrap it up. I hate when we have to do this because I just love hanging out with y'all, and that's the God saying it's true. Like, because we keep it real. We love you. I love y'all. But
don't start crying.
You got to co-host.
I got only lashes.
Latressa says she want to be the co-host for the new show with the chefs.
Don't wet the magnet.
All right, Tressa, come on now. So y'all come on in today. We got
please.
We got vision board. What's the vision? Fireside chat today at 5. You can still register if you have not. It is free. It's fireside chat. And I have free. And I have my co-host today, Pastor G and Coach Jarvis. We're bringing in the male perspective as well. So please, men, you are free to join us. It is free. It's not like a regular vision board. You don't have to have any magazines and scissors and all of that. We are definitely going to bring it to you in a different light. So please join us today. It is free on Zoom. Go to my website. I am TrinetteLCollier.com and register. What y'all got going on real quick? Anything coming up?
Buy Black is getting ready to go live at 12 noon, be honest with you. So go ahead and RSVP.
Yes.
Early, February 6th, 3 p.m., same time. You know, we just doing it. The last one was super dope.
Yes.
Don't miss this experience this time. Do not miss this experience. There will be cooking demos going on. There will be some candles lit, just like that one right there, but I can't say the name of it. I can just say a color, it's blue. Anyway, with that being said, you're going to see a lot of that. Buy black.
All right. Buy black. DJ Johnny Prince, got anything coming up?
Oh, man. You know, when I get back, it's going to be on, man.
Right.
Yes.
Tank, the sports guy.
I'm hanging out with the fam today. Going to do a couple things with them, and I'm going to do some cooking with my kids. So it's going to be fun.
Some cooking. That's what I'm talking about.
Dope.
So, until next week.
Why you look all awkward? So until
you
look all awkward.
I feel like I was
the wrong punch.
I did something bad. I missed my place. Michael Jackson.
Did you put some in her cup?
You don't, no, I'm drinking on my coffee. Okay. Y'all ain't gonna get me in trouble.
Chef I ain't gonna have Chef in here after me.
But no, he probably will be glad. He probably gonna buy that.
He gonna thank us.
No, thank y'all for tuning in, baby.
Thank y'all for tuning in, baby.
You be wanting that.
I send my wife out.
Did y'all not see him? Y'all he be wanting that. Get me drunk.
In his head, get a drunk.
Until next week, y'all.
You are crazy.
I know, right?
Peace
love y'all.
out. We love y'all.
Love y'all.
Right here next week, y'all. Turn that up.
Saturday mornings I'm tuned in. Listen in, Titi Sean, she be going in. Y'all. Black queen for us, black kings. We can learn a thing or two when we're locked in. One of the few places we can be heard. Facts, man, I rocks with her. That's my word. The show is enlightening, engagement always enticing. I always come with an open mind. I'm never frightened. Y'all. Guaranteed to walk away with minerals. Now that I'm thinking everything else is minuscule. Rid of fools who don't protect black women. No argument, disrespect, and that's it, y'all. Please come in peace when you call in. Cause the friends ain't no slouch, fair warning. You've got mail messages from him. Y'all better listen if you wanna win. Wanna win in life, y'all. You wanna win in life. Tune in to the Sean and Friends. You've got mail messages from him, Yeah. You've got mail messages from him, 10 a.m. to noon, Saturdays. Tune in. Yeah. You've got mail messages from him.